Yo, what's up? Welcome to 144 of Kramer and Jess Uncensored. And that's not the right music. That's Friday Friday.
Leave it.
That's the right one. There we go. What show are we doing? That's it. Thank you for joining the show, wherever you are in this crazy mixed up world that we live in. You might be in the United States of America or worldwide. You might be listening on a podcast. You may be streaming live on the YouTube.
The YouTube.
Yeah,
The
not the
YouTube.
YouTube.
The YouTube. Wherever it is.
The tube.
Thanks for being a part of it. Seriously. Kramer and Jess Nation is it's fierce. It's not very big right now, but it is
We don't have a nickname. That'd be kind of cool.
What do you want? What do you
Just
want?
K and J Nation.
Yeah.
It's kind of sick.
It's more like a small club. Very small. So thanks for being here. We appreciate y'all. Shows live on YouTube Wednesdays around 10-ish Eastern. So come check out the show if you want to talk to us live. If you want, actually, it's only one rule. What's that, Jess?
The Uncensored podcast is like the close friends feature on Instagram where you're very selective on who you share, everything with. So that's how we look at Uncensored.
Yeah, just be cool. If you're here, just be cool. Like, just let us be us, please. we were a joke. We tell you this on the Uncensored podcast. We were just keep in mind we've done there's just some things we've done on the radio show now pretty consistently now for 4 years, and we won't tell you which bits specifically, but there's just some that's like
I think everybody can relate to having to do something at work that
Right.
that isn't their favorite.
not your favorite thing
That's
to do.
all.
And if that one bit were to die in the fiery depths of hell, you would not be sad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you trying to get at, Kramer?
I'm saying if that bit were to die in the fiery depths of hell, but anytime research comes back,
It's the most
it's the
popular
most popular thing that we
thing,
do,
which is fine.
Yeah. So
Hey, Amber.
what's up, Amber? Welcome to YouTube. Thanks for being here.
What?
You know what I want to talk about, but Jess won't let me. I want to talk about it.
Actually, no. What I said was you're going to do whatever you're going to
No,
do anyways.
I-
So it is what it is. So
I have-
there's no point in me saying
I'm
yes
gonna
or
put
no.
it this way. And here's why I want to talk about it, because at 10:45, I'm getting called into the principal's office because I have inadvertently caused some drama because I'm just trying to be the friggin' hero of the group.
Not the hero.
And no hero goes unpunished, or whatever that phrase is. Like, I'm
Oh.
trying to rally the troops, and somehow I've become the villain of the group, and I don't like it. And I feel unjustly.
You feel misunderstood.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
And I wanted to talk about it, but Jess is being a party pooper.
I'm not being a party
A little
pooper.
bit.
I'm just trying to be. I'm trying to help you out here, and it's not the smartest
Jess
decision.
doesn't think it's smart for us to put it on tape because we're in contracts, and I don't think that you're wrong by that. But it's the Uncensored podcast, baby, and I don't give a fuck today, bro. That's the kind of mood I'm in. I don't give a fuck. We can talk about whatever you want. You throw a topic my way, and I'll talk about it. I don't care.
Oh my god.
Jess was just talking about the Olympics off the air for a second, and you were saying you wanted to go get jacked because of the Olympics.
So the Olympics has taken over my life. Like,
Yeah.
I have never been so invested before
That's not true.
in the Olympics.
Oh, in the Olympics. I was gonna say, yes, you have.
No, because
literally
here's the
everything
thing,
you do,
'cause I've
you
always
become
been-
that invested.
Well, okay, fair. I've always loved the Olympics, but for some reason this year, usually I'm like, yay, the Olympics, but only like low key or like one thing specific.
Yeah.
But this year, I've just opened my heart to everything, and
Yeah.
I'm watching like the 4 screen, like 4 different sports going on at the same time,
Right.
and I'm like, I am so in it. Garage Boy and I we're just so in it. And last night we were talking about how like we're gonna be so sad when this is over. All we do is talk to each other about the Olympics during
Yeah.
the day, and then we get home and we like nerd out on like what's going on. We are obsessed. But one of my biggest takeaways from this and what I have loved seeing is just so many different body types in every single sport.
Yeah.
And my new goal is I want to get so fucking jacked.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be like strong like muscle tone definition, like just fucking jacked.
Yeah.
And I love it. Like I think it's just so sick. Like there's just all these women just look like they can throw down.
Well, they
And
can.
I've
They
definitely
can.
I've definitely like changed my perception of like how I want my body to be, and it's been such a long journey in that way. And I've definitely been working towards certain goals, but after this, like I'm fucking
You're ready
going
to go.
off.
You're gonna go crazy over it.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, you have to remember, like these are actually trained athletes. So like their whole life, they don't come in and do a radio show. First off, like morning drive will completely destroy any hopes of having. Have you ever seen anyone in morning drive that has like a spectacular body?
Yeah.
Who? Name them, because I can't think of one person. Like it's just this job, the sleep pattern really screws with like your hormones. It's like really a wacky. I can't think of one person that I'm like,
Who's in
oh,
shape?
like in like really like spectacular shape.
I feel like it's the ones who like make it their personality.
We don't have to call it names, but you can text me their names. But I can't think.
I can.
I can't.
I'll
think
tell you.
of many.
All right.
But it's because
It's definitely hard.
Yeah,
It's
like,
hard.
It's wacky because our schedules are so wacky that like it's a really hard thing to do. And just really with anyone's schedule. Like when you see, especially as you get older, it's like those. First, I'll keep in mind these kids are all 22 years old, right? But it's like that's their jobs. That's their jobs to look like that, to perform like that. You know.
I mean,
I'm not saying you
yes.
couldn't do it. I'm not saying you couldn't do it. This is not me
No.
saying no, you can't do it. You can. You could absolutely be probably, you know.
No, yes to everything
Yeah.
that you're saying, but mainly like the adoration and like love is coming from a place of, I feel like a lot of the times and most of the time when women are built a certain way, it's like not appealing, or it's like you to look too manly.
Mm.
And I think especially this year, and like a rugby player who has been like all over social media, and someone was commenting about her like BMI and like saying she was overweight.
Yeah.
Remember seeing that video?
And
I
know what you mean.
Oh, sorry, yeah. But she was just like, actually, no. Like I technically, according to the numbers, yeah,
Obese
I'm
or
overweight,
whatever,
but
yeah.
like I've always been built this way, and I'm at the fucking Olympics and you're not. I think that's where it's coming from,
Yeah.
where especially for me, thinking like my body always had to be a certain size, or you were supposed to look a certain way to be pretty. And I just feel like women are leaning more into just being like muscle mommies and wanting to be fucking jacked.
Yeah.
And I'm down fucking here for it.
So is that what you're gonna be now? You're gonna come in all like
I mean
ripped up?
you've been seeing me, like my fucking protein yogurts, my
Yeah.
granola.
Is that your goal?
My
is that what you want to
new-
be?
Yeah, I wanna be like just
You want to fight?
muscular.
You want to like fight?
I
Should we have a morning show fight?
I want to look like I can knock somebody the fuck out.
Okay, but why though?
So nobody tries me.
Okay.
If I'm being dead ass serious, I want to look like that I can just knock you out, but I'm a nice person. But if you were to push me, you know where it could lead. So no one's going to come at me.
I don't see why not. Live your dreams.
Yeah.
You know? Live all of your dreams. Yeah. Celia brings up a great point on YouTube, which is, first of all, moms that are super duper shape, like damn, like when the fuck do you have time to do all that? Like, yeah, it's like 5 a.m. Like literally it's like, when do you have time to like stay in like super duper shape? You know what I mean?
Also too, when I say jack, like I'm not saying my body is going to be in pristine shape. I think that's another thing too. Like, it's just, I'm not trying to be like, I'm not talking about like a 6-pack. Like I just want to be like healthy built. And I feel like the conversation is more towards that than needing to look like Barbie or like Baywatch.
So you don't want to be rail thin. You want to be like punching your face.
And that's another thing. Like, you can be muscle mommy and not be like fucking like shredded. Like you can be thick and it's fire.
You can just do whatever you want.
No, that is my thing. Like watching the Olympics and seeing all of these bodies, I'm just like,
Yeah.
abso-fucking-lutely. That's the thing.
I've known so many different generations of Dutra. It's been so funny. Like
I'm in my muscle mommy era.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Stone,
That's where I'm
funny.
heading.
I've seen the incarnations of Jess. And you just got to be along for the ride. It changes frequently.
What versions have you seen?
It started with Party Jess.
Party Jess. I've heard
who
a lot about that one.
honestly, Party Jess is Party Jess was like kind of like, I guess that's initially where I met you, and then Party Jess moved to Sports Jess.
Okay.
And that was like that was a weird transition for me because Party Jess knew nothing about sports, like nothing. And then all of a sudden it was like a 180. Like Party Jess like ended and Sports Jess started. And yeah, so that took me a second to get used to. And then
still there.
Yeah, like aren't you still in your Sports Jess era?
Yeah, it's like a new like,
kind
that's
of
not ending.
And then that transitioned into Wedding Jess, and that was like, you know, that was like pretty much all wedding. And now I don't really know. I think
she's Old Bay Jess.
Yeah. I don't know what we're entering into. I don't know.
I just told you my muscle mommy wife era.
I don't know what wife Jess is gonna be like though. Like what the new.
I literally just told you I'm going to get jacked.
But I don't know like what that exactly is gonna look like though yet. You know, I think we're kind of defining it. Like, is your whole personality gonna be like Gainsborough? I'm hoping it's not gonna be. You're not gonna be like Gainsborough personality though.
Why?
I don't know. There's just not much depth to that type of personality.
You literally called me yesterday when we were on our conference call, and what did I say? I was like, I'm lifting weights right now.
Oh
Can you
yeah,
hear me?
maybe it is.
What'd I say?
Ugh.
I was like, can you hear me? Okay, I'm literally.
There's nothing
weights.
worse than Gainsborough being a whole personality type though. There's like, what do you talk about?
It's Gaines mama.
Yeah.
Slay mama.
Yeah. I'm hoping this is short lived.
No, it's just.
I'm hoping
beginning.
you just see I'm hoping the Olympics is over and you move on back to like Barbie.
It's just beginning.
What's the next thing that comes out that everyone's gonna be talking about in pop culture?
Wicked.
What's the next move? Wicked.
Wicked.
Yeah, Wicked will come out and hopefully she'll be like, I'm Elphaba, y'all. I've always been a witch.
She just paints herself green.
I'm a witch. I've always been a witch.
I do love Wicked though.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Stoney
Stoney's getting engaged.
Oh.
We're talking
Whoa.
we're
JK,
talking behind the
JK,
scenes.
JK.
Well, I think we have to kind of talk this out.
Let's talk about it.
Because
Get it out in the open.
well, we have to take a commercial break. Because this company that doesn't appreciate us needs to make their money. I'm kidding. I can't relax. No, let's take a quick break and we'll come back. I think we need to talk about Stoney's engagement because it might happen this weekend. It might, because I think we're in engagement season.
Oh my gosh.
And it could, listen to the clues. It might happen this weekend. Let's take a quick break. Hang on. I really don't want you to be all jacked up personality, bro.
Embrace it.
No, I don't want that.
Embrace it, Jess.
I have nothing to talk about. Okay, listen.
That's not all she's gonna talk about though.
I don't know. No, you know.
There's nothing you can do to stop this train.
I can just turn your mic off. That's the beauty of two studios. Okay. This is what happens. And we do the same thing with Jess. Is like once you enter into like engagement season, you have to like look for the clues because you want
engagement season.
It's a good question. I would say 6 months plus. You start to look for like the clues.
Wait, after dating for 6 months, you think you're gonna get engaged?
You look for the clues. You start to look for the clues, and then you enter in 9 months, and it starts to get a little bit more. You know, it's like
I think at 9 months you're asking yourself, could I potentially be with this person? But you're not asking, when am I going to see a ring?
And then like a year, you're like, okay, now we're in it. You know what I mean? Like 6 months is like the leave. You know, like the first sign of fall when like.
Bro, I don't think 6 months is shit.
Okay.
I think it's so quick to like be thinking about marriage.
I'm telling you, the leaf, like the hint of the season's come.
The first leaf has fallen.
Yeah, not fallen. It's like
turned.
It's like you walk outside and you're like, you feel that?
Mm.
But then like a year in is like, okay. So you're how many months in?
9.
Yeah.
Did you feel that leaf feeling at 6 months or?
I feel like that's really early on.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. At 6 months where you
I
just
check
like
my time.
He already said it though. He even said it 6 months in. He's like, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with this woman. Didn't you not?
No, he
6
didn't.
months in.
I don't believe you.
He didn't
Somebody
say
check
that.
the tape. Somebody roll it back. Go back like 3 episodes. The man's like, oh, like I could see the rest of my life with this woman. He's already said
That's
it.
not true.
Find it. Find it.
He's
I'll pay
spewing
somebody.
fake news right
I'll
now.
find. I'll pay. I'll Venmo you $20 if somebody goes back and finds the episode where Stone was talking about like I could totally see him like the rest of my life with her because he already said it. He did. I promise you. Somewhere in there. Anyway, here's the point. Stone is going on his very first airplane trip this weekend, which is crazy.
I'm so excited.
And we were like, kind of like, we're like 89% joking, 9%, 11% being honest about, are you going to propose when you, because this
I would also like to interject. I do not think at all whatsoever that a proposal is going to take place on this trip.
You don't think there's any percent chance?
I think there's a 0% chance of
None?
an engagement taking
Wow,
place
I don't.
on this trip.
I don't. I think there's an 11% chance of it happening.
11?
I do. 11%. I think you don't think you think there's a 0% chance of him proposing?
I think there's a 0% chance of a proposal taking place on this trip that they're about to go on.
I think there's before the conversation or after.
What do you mean?
Like before he said it's not happening or before? Like
no, before I literally when
No.
he's like me and Rachel are going to Boston, not at any point was I like, oh my God, someone's gonna propose. I was like, oh my God, you guys should go see the Cheers bar.
No.
That's what we're going to.
As you
I
should.
wrote it down.
Yes.
I thought there's an 11% chance that Stone's going to propose at the Cheers bar. I don't I don't know. He's just it's just like because and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I think there's a chance because
Okay, yeah. Tell us.
especially with Stone because he does come from such a traditional background.
Oh, okay,
like
okay.
you know what I mean? Like
okay.
I could feel like your family being like, all right, Stoney, like it's time. Like it's time to like
So outside influence.
yeah, you know, and Stone might be feeling pressure, like I gotta like, you know,
Okay.
gotta like get my life together over here, you know, like that's the right thing to do. Gotta make an honest woman out of her. You know what I mean? Like I can feel the pressure. Feel the pressure
I
coming
feel
from the
like
folks.
If it was gonna happen, it'd be from her, and I don't think that's happening at all.
So we were
You?
just kind of again to me it was 90% a joke, but 10% could it happen maybe. And then the joke kind of continued to where I was like, maybe she'll propose to you this weekend, and then the that kind of went on from there, and then we just kind of talked about women proposing in general, right? And everyone kind of had a different tone on that discussion. And I kind of want to like delve into that a little bit. Because I was kind of, I guess, surprised on everyone's reaction to that scenario and how everyone would feel about that. Stone, if let's just say that Rachel were to propose to you, I guess, in general.
Yeah.
I guess A, on this trip, and then B, just in general, let's just say in a year's time or whatever.
Do trip first, because I think those are two very different questions.
Okay, on this trip in general, 9 months in, whatever. What would you say?
We're only 9 months in, but I could potentially see that being the future, us getting married. And I wouldn't want to hurt her feelings or lose her, so I would probably say yes. Because I feel like if I say no, she's gonna be like, well, then we're done, like it's over. So if I say yes, I'm still with her, and that's what I want.
What if it's at the Cheers bar?
Then it's hell yes.
It's hell yeah. So if she proposed to you this weekend, you're saying yes.
Because I wouldn't want to lose her. I don't want to get married this weekend. I want to get engaged this weekend.
But if she did it, you'd say yes.
I would say yes.
How do you feel about that in general? Would you want her to propose to you?
I don't think I want her to. I think I want to be the one to do it.
Yeah.
So, but I would like if she did, I wouldn't be like, it stinks. No, I'd be like, great.
Stinks.
But I would would much rather do it myself, I think.
Jess, what's your vibe on this?
I when we were talking about this, I was like concerned because I know that you don't want to get married right now. And I think it's bad to say yes when you feel like you don't want to do it right now. And I also don't think it's good because it kind of plays into other things that we've talked about, like, or that you shared with us here, like the putting someone else before yourself, or like the people pleasing tendencies, right?
Okay, yeah.
And so for you to say yes when like you genuinely aren't ready and you don't want to, just so she doesn't go away. I hate that you feel that way. Cause like, I mean, obviously this is all like hypothetical and stuff, But in general, just you aside, like
Mm.
I feel like it's messed up for someone to feel like they'd have to say yes in a situation when they genuinely weren't ready. But that doesn't mean that they don't want to spend the rest of their life with you.
What?
And I think the reason, I'm just after like literally just getting married and like making that decision. I can't imagine doing that any earlier than me actually fully being ready to make that commitment because it's so fucking.
How long were y'all together, you and
intense.
Grudge?
4 years.
Y'all were together for 4 years? 2 years?
Yeah,
You were together
4.
for 4 before
Yeah, we were together
before
for
you
4
got
years before we
engaged?
before we got married.
But
Engaged
was 2, right?
I guess 3.
It was 3? Oh, wow. I guess it was 3, wasn't it?
Because we just got married. We got married a year later.
What do you think about female proposals, though?
I feel like if that's something that you want to do, I don't think that there's anything wrong with a female proposing if we're obviously talking about a hetero relationship, I don't think that's an issue at all.
Hell yeah. I just told Stoney off the air. That's what I'm looking for. I don't think I'm going to propose to another woman. I don't think I will. I think I'm going to wait until she proposes to me.
But are you going to tell her that that's what you're looking for?
Straight up.
Okay.
Because I feel like you sure you really want to do this? Like, I don't want this to be my idea. This got to be your idea this time. Like, I don't want this to be my idea. Like, you got to make sure you really want to do this. Because then, like, I'll be like, yeah, this is your idea, not mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll agree to it, but like, I got to make sure that you really want to do this, you know? But I feel like a lot of guys are intimidated by that. Like, would you feel weird about Rachel proposing?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I don't think I would feel weird about that at all. Like, I'm okay. I'm completely okay. Like, those watching on YouTube, would you feel weird about you proposing to the guy versus it being the other way around? Because to me, like, that's kind of low key what I'm looking for now. This time around, I'm like, I want to make sure that like you're like really like you really want to do this. It's not just me that's like the one that's bringing this idea forward, you know? Because I feel like if it's your idea, then like you'll be more like you're the one invested in it. Erica, what do you mean? Erica says, I think it depends on the relationship. What does that mean? How does it depend on the relationship? So you would have proposed to Garage then? You would have proposed to Garage, no problem.
That's not something I wanted. So for me, I needed that feeling from him. I needed to know that because like I would have been, I probably could have gotten engaged sooner. But I think for me to feel
date.
Well, that's the thing. For me to feel more comfortable, I needed that to.
So
come
what
from
is that?
him.
What does that mean? I wonder then. I wonder what that means.
As far as like the feeling that you have.
Yeah, if you and I are both like we want the other person to propose, but we're both different genders. I wonder what that means.
I think because it's not like a typical thing. I just think that's something that you have to communicate. I also know that like Gerald would have been hurt if I would have taken that away from him.
He wanted to.
Yeah, he would have been. I know that he wouldn't have liked it if I did it because that's something that he's always wanted to do.
Let's see. Erica said, my husband proposed on YouTube. My husband proposed, but he took forever. Where I started to consider proposing first, but knowing him, I knew I would take away from him, so I did it. I did not, but I highly considered doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see that.
I do think it's situational and depends on your partner because he would have been upset.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait this one out. I also want her to give me an engagement ring, though. Like, I want her to spend a lot of money on a ring for me. You know what I mean? Does that sound fair?
For you just to say no?
Yeah, and then I want to say no.
I don't know.
What, Stone?
It's just Uncle Crames.
Just being Uncle Crames
over here.
Yeah, Crames cramming.
No, like I mean,
real.
I think I've shared this on this podcast. Like, I think, or maybe it's Mama's Boy. Like, I think I would have a hard time buying like a really expensive engagement ring again the second time. You know what I mean?
Do you think that would change if like you're about like I don't know? I just wonder if you're gonna talk the same like when you finally find your person and like you feel the way that you feel about them. I just wonder if all this is gonna go out the window.
I mean, I don't know. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I mean, I don't know. You know, who knows? to me, the idea, like I'm just telling the feeling I get right now of like spending a ridiculous amount of money on a ring sounds crazy to me right now.
Yeah.
Like it just sounds absurd. Like, no, there's no way. There's like no way
Mm-hmm.
that I could do it. Like it doesn't even sound right in my soul right now.
Mm-hmm.
But will I? I don't know. Y'all just wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait till he finds someone.
I
and
wa-
it's
I
head
really-
over
I
heels.
really wonder what it's gonna be.
Completely does a 180.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
She'll be proposing. I'll be like, nah, not me. Not
Yeah.
me, not this guy. All right. How we feel? This one good enough?
Yeah.
Bets on Stoney getting proposed to this weekend.
Don't.
0.
Yeah.
0.
Don't do that
Don't
to
lose
him.
any money.
Don't do that to him. Like leave him. Like let him just enjoy his first
First
flight. Like why are you ruining
The whole
this?
Stone goes and gets his nails done
Just,
this week.
just like causing him all this anxiety. He's like, I just like really want to go to Boston for the first time.
Stone comes in with acrylics on Monday.
He's like, I just wanted to go to the Goodwill Hunting Park.
I should
like,
go find a fake ring and bring it in on Monday. Just wear it.
Bro, don't.
He's all typing all loud. We're like, what's happening on Stone's side of the computer?
Don't.
He's got acrylics on.
Don't bring Rachel into this. She doesn't deserve it.
Poor Rachel.
I know, seriously.
Oh, that's funny.
So annoying.
All right. Everything's on schedule for next week. So we'll see you guys back here. We'll have plenty more stories, if I'm here.
My proposal story.
Still might be engaged.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next week. Jess, where we find you?
Just do it. JESSDUITT on all social and my podcast Loki in the Garage.
I'm gonna start calling you Mr. Rachel.
Mr. Morisi.
Yeah, Mr. Marisi over here. Where do we find you?
You can find me at Stone Felts on all social.
That guy Kramer. All right, we love you guys. Thanks for being here. Have a great week, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.